Hey, hello. Welcome to Kirby's Dream Land, the very first Kirby game. There is some Kirby later on in the marathon, but of course, you can't get comfy without the very start. It's a pretty comfy game actually. It is pretty short, so considering that I'm tired, it's pretty early for me. But I'm just gonna get this game started.
Thank you so much for doing this kind of last minute.
No problem. I sometimes enjoy playing this game. You'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so very simple game. There are 5 stages in this game, and the first one is the iconic Green Greens. Green Greens is not too hard, in my opinion. There's a lot of different routes in this one. Like, usually when you watch races of this game, which we had a turn a few months ago, if you want to look on Speed Gaming for videos of that, you saw that there were some different gameplay styles, especially in earlier rounds where there were different kind of skill levels. And Green Greens is usually the biggest showcase of that, of just people moving through stages in a way that makes them feel safer. I messed up on the Poppy Bro, but he gave me bad luck anyways. And that's one thing you'll notice is that almost every boss has luck on it that can just be really annoying in terms of saving or losing time. So I kind of have to hope that it doesn't happen too much. I'm not playing too well right now, and it's resulted in a lot of damage, and I died. The problem there is that this is OBS disconnected already. That's the problem. So let me fix that. While I fix that, I can talk about why I died, and that this is one of the only Kirby games that has multi damage things in them. Things like spikes dealing multiple hits of damage. I want to say spikes deal 3. And the bears deal 2 is the main one we had to work with there. So while I'm trying to reconnect OBS, which is not going well, I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with OBS right now, but while I'm trying to fix it, I guess... Corundum, are you still there?
I am.
Okay, so I can hear you just fine. So it's not like my internet's having a problem. It's just that OBS is being a stingy little butt face. Sorry, this is supposed to be family friendly.
All right.
Hopefully.
While we're getting this sorted out, let's throw it back over to the intermission, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, OBS is just not reconnecting.
While we're getting everything sorted out, I'd like to talk to y'all a little bit about why the Trevor Project is so important. So, the Trevor Project does a lot of things with suicide prevention and crisis intervention. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people. Lesbian, gay, and bisexual youth are 5 times more likely to attempt suicide than their straight peers. Youth from highly rejecting families are 8 times more likely to attempt suicide than youth from accepting families. Nearly half of all trans people have made a suicide attempt.
Good.
This is why the Trevor Project is so important. A majority of youth choose to contact the Trevor Project rather than other providers because the organization is known to be LGBTQ affirming or a trusted provider of crisis services. 90% of young people who reach out to Trevor experience de-escalation from suicidal thoughts. One supportive person can decrease an LGBTQ youth's risk of suicide by 30%. The Trevor Project aims to always be there for LGBTQ youth in crisis with a clear message. They should be proud of who they are and that they are not alone. We're currently sitting at $4,217, which is just absolutely incredible. Y'all are doing so many good things with these donations. Thank you so much. Let's try and get it to 5K pretty soon. All right, it looks like we're ready to swap it over to Kirby. All right, Lori, are you there?
Yeah. Is it bad that I know what song is playing right now despite not hearing my game audio just because I know the number?
No, I think that's all right. All right,
cool.
We are live. Let's do this.
Alright, so welcome to Kirby's Dream Land, a game you've probably never seen before, especially not 10 minutes ago. It's the first ever Kirby game released for the Nintendo Game Boy, and it's pretty comfy, it's pretty short. So I'm just gonna show it off real quick, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game, as I mentioned, is pretty short, only got 5 stages, the first one being the fairly iconic Green Green. It's one that definitely will show the differences in one runner's play style over another, because, well, some stages have some pretty set things. This is one of the more open stages in what you can take safe, what you can take dangerously, and just strats you can do to save time, maybe on lag reduction, just anything, really. The first mini-boss of the game, the Poppy Bro, shows off that the game has kind of an RNG factor to it throughout a lot of the bosses. I got the best pattern there. So... no need to worry about it. That was a pretty good second screen, actually. That's one thing to note is, again, this game is short not only in the level count, but also the levels aren't going to be too many screens. Green Greens is a noticeably short amount of screens, being only 4, including the boss fight with Wispy Woods, but they're all kind of long ones. Well, some levels kind of have, like, throwaway small screens. Wispy's RNG tends to be less noticeable to some people. It's something that I've seen, but he does not need to shoot wind clouds. There are completely wind cloudless patterns. It's also possible to not get bonked my head on the apples twice, but my positioning was just too far directly under the apple's hitbox instead of more to the side of it, so that's where my problem lays. And I was not jumping high enough. I feel like that's an unusual problem. This game can be kind of funky with some things. Fortunately, we do get health back at the beginning of every stage, so I don't need to worry about the fact that I messed up a lot on that boss. Castle Lololo is interesting because in most kind of callbacks to Kirby's Dreamland, notably in the Spring Breeze mode of Kirby Superstar and Superstar Ultra, the remake, you don't have a Castle Lololo themed stage, but you do have Lololo and La. And then the boss of the third stage doesn't show up. It's kind of weird, but I think this stage is actually pretty unique. It's not the only one that has secrets, but probably the one with the biggest number. Maybe Bubbly Clouds is more, but this is the one that I find more interesting to explore. I kind of like old ruined castle stuff. It's just... And this castle isn't necessarily ruined. I don't know, it's just the kind of stuff I like. The kind of stuff I don't like is the boss fight here. Lolo and La. Kind of luck-based nightmares. If I get patterns where they spawn close to each other, I can go for double hits in attempts to do a fight that may be faster than the normal 6 cycles that you do this fight on. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this fight is going to be the case unless I do this. Okay, I got a 5 cycle. Better than 6. That's something with that boss that can usually put you in good spirits if you get bad RNG. If you're still able to get 1 double hit, you can say, oh, well, it's better than, you know, no double hits. Getting into Float Island. Probably my favorite, actually, although it might be one of the trickier ones to damage list the beginning of, and the beginning can make a huge impact on the rest of it. Messing up that damage boost I usually go for there. This is a major one where there's a strat that actually does have a decent amount of people doing different things in the community. You can do something that's riskier at the advent of lag frames being saved. With this current health, I'm probably going to go for the safer strat. But... Okay, yeah, no, at this... I'm at 1 HP. Usually once I get to this part of the level, I'm usually fine with my health, but I will be doing the safer strat here. So, despite not having copy abilities, this game does still have power-ups, like this one, the Super Spicy Curry, and I messed up my movement there, so I died. So I'm gonna show off without the curry. The curry is pretty neat. You get, like, a fireball. However, the curry likes to lag the game a bit, so it's optimal not to take it. Again, for safety, a lot of people will take it in this section. And that hit doesn't really matter too much. This upcoming boss is actually, the more health you have, the better. Because of the way that a lot of Kirby's side-scrolling shooter sections work. And we're gonna get into the one of this game here, which is the fight against Kabula. The main thing is, the closer you are to the boss, usually the better it is. And this is a thing for a lot of Kirby bosses that are like this. So, having a lot of health is good, because being able to damage boost is alright. And Kabula's attacks, the attacks he does are random. Unlike most bosses, since you have a power-up that lets you hit him full time, it doesn't really matter what he does, unlike most bosses. So, I don't pay much attention to it, but it does change slightly, and it can cause you to take damage if you're just trying to blitz through the boss. Bubbly Clouds is one of the more notorious stages in the run, mainly because of just one screen and its boss that cause every runner ever problems. Well, maybe not every runner, but a lot of runners. And I'm at 1 health, so it could possibly cause me a problem.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
I'll tell you what, the room I'm in right now is a very tricky one, especially on 1 HP, but once I'm through here, the next mini-boss, Kracko Jr., moves in the exact same way every time, and it's basically just a waiting fest. So, if you want to read something, you can do it now.
Alright, just got a quick donation. We've got $15 from Ropan. No message, but thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so as I mentioned, Kracko Jr. has the same pattern every time, just does this set of attacks, and you can't hit until the last attack. So the only thing you can really optimize is how quickly you deal damage on the 3rd hit. And then get into the Warp Star, the next part of the level, obviously. Here I can do a funny glitch that doesn't save any time, but I can glitch myself into the background. safety max tomato. I guess that's something I hadn't talked about yet, and I can go through here while I'm moving with the Kirby in the Star Block room, is that healing in early Kirby games is very simple. There's just Pet Brew and Max Tomatoes healing all your HP, and Pet Brew healing 2 HP. A lot easier to keep track of than all the food that's in modern Kirby, but I don't know, that's a system they changed. So this is the main reason why Bubbly Clouds is so negatively thought upon, and it's Kracko. The thing about Kracko is, unlike Wispy, which is the other major boss like this, where it can be quite a while before you get an attack that allows you to damage Kracko, Wispy kind of has a filter. I'm not quite sure if there's like a confirmed cap on the amount of wind clouds that Wispy can throw at you before throwing apples, but as far as we know, there's no filter on how long Kracko can wait before throwing out a Waddle Doo. So, I want to say theoretically you could be in an infinite Kracko. Although this Kracko was actually quite nice. And something cool is that I killed him mid-swoop attack, so he wasn't as far on the edge of the screen as possible, so I didn't have to do as much walking to the middle of the screen to do the ending level animation. And looking in chat, I see something about a 4-player game with cell phones. Yes, that is, Amazing Mirror. But Castle DDD, Mount DDD rather, sorry, is an interesting level. You have to free fight every boss, and they all have these little mini levels before them. So, alright, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with just really bad luck this run. I fortunately was lucky enough there to not 7 cycle, but could have been worse. The next thing I'm gonna be going to is Kabula. I usually do Kabula 3rd, but since I'm still at 6 HP, I'm just gonna take the bullet and decide to be as safe as I can here. Because usually when you're going for... I don't know if I mentioned this during the first fight with Lolo and La, but usually when you're going for multi-hits, you tend to try and damage boost in an attempt to navigate through the arena quicker. So not taking damage at all, although it usually means you did some stuff safely, is pretty good for Kabula's damage boosts. And sometimes I mess up Kracko. I'm not gonna do a skip here where you can skip some time watching these enemies be destroyed by damage boosting, because despite doing the safety strats on doing Kracko first, or not Kracko first, but Kabula before Kracko, I took a bit much more damage than I would have liked on Kabula, so... Just keep in mind, unless I want to do an intentional death, which I really don't, this is the health bar I'm gonna have to fight the final boss with. And final boss can be a mean piece of work. Okay. Yeah, this is what you like to see. That is what you like to see in the house. Kracko getting really nice in that last part of the fight. Remember to get to the side more. We don't want a repeat of the Greens fight here. Even though in concept, this is... none of the refights change the boss at all, so this is a rematch of the Greens fight. But that aside, with all 4 bosses defeated, you can go into DDD, who kind of has a Kracko thing going on, where there's no filter on how long they can do attacks that don't give you the chance to hit them. They have 4 different attacks, DDD, and 2 of them give you stars that you can damage with, so we want to see jumps and hammers. stuck to the sides of the screen, because that can be disastrous. Especially because I'm already kind of far into this fight. And actually, speaking of which, since I am getting close to the end of the fight, time will be when I deal the last bit. I've been playing this fight really safe, but I've done it on really low HP and time. So that wasn't the best showcase in the world, but I mean, not every Dreamland showcase can be the best showcase in the world, so...
Well, thank you so much.
No problem. I'm pretty alright with the one death. And looking on the stream, 1320. Yeah, no, that's better than I could ask for in a rusty 3 a.m. marathon setting. So... Shoutouts to the Kirby speedrunning community. I really like the group of people. I don't have too much to say, because it is late. And I'm not too worried about being tired. I'm just more worried about... I don't know if I've woken someone up yet at this point, and I don't want to chance that.
Alright, we'll go ahead and let you go then. Thank you so much for the run.
I want to say, yeah, thanks for letting me do this run last minute. If you want to see my run that was actually scheduled ahead of time, look out for Sunday afternoon. I'm going to be running the most recent Kirby game in the series. So, you're going to see some dynamic parallels there, but hopefully it'll be exciting.
Alright. Again, thank you so much.